Would you like to be the happiest person in the world? It's actually a tricky question because you may think that that will be winning the lotto. No, that's not what I meant. And you have to be the richest person. No. If you know how to own your own happiness, you are on the path to be the happiest person in the world. So what does it mean? Okay. First of all, I'd like to share with you the Inside Out. This is a cool gift that I got when I was working for Pixar. Our happiness comes from inside out. On the surface, we could be happy, but internal, if we're not happy, we're not on the true path to happiness. And one misconception that people have is they think happiness is a goal. It is not. It is a path, and you have to practice every day. And we have to practice what makes us happy, what feed our soul, what inspires us. So let me share with you a story. I thought happiness was a goal. So when I came to US, I thought, wow, it would be so awesome if I start making money in US dollar, right? And when I got paid for $3.50 for an hour for my first job, I was so happy. That's like cash. And then got to $5. I said, wow, it's great, and then kept going. And I got my first job out of college. And I thought, wow, one day if I make 50K a year, I will be so happy. And then after that, 100K a year, I'll be so happy. And then I thought, oh, wow, if I get to work on movies and see my name on the big screen, I will be so happy, right? And I got all that. I work on, famous movies like The Lord of the Rings, King Kong, and Avatar. But deep inside, that happiness didn't last long. And I was like, I don't understand why. But anyway, I continued to challenge myself in my career, thinking that if I become so successful in career, I will be really happy, right? And in my last video, I mentioned about owning our own time. I mentioned that I got laid off on December 7, 2022. And I got hit in the face because first time in my life, I have to ask myself what makes me really happy. It took me about 6 months to finally realize that happiness is not a goal, it's a practice. It's a daily ritual. Yeah, I forgot to do what makes me happy every day. So I realized that, there are a lot of people who are famous, and why they still end up committing suicide, right? Yeah, and it's something that is missing because we have to feed our soul every day, and we have to know what makes us happy individually, because what make other people happy may not make us happy. So for me, I realized that I still love cinematography. I love story. I love watching visual. And when I was depressed before, I used to go watch a movie with amazing cinematography, and I will be so uplifting. So now I added to my daily routine. When I wake up, every morning, I watch about an hour of Korean drama, romantic comedy. And of course, I'm very picky. I pick one of the good stories. So currently, I'm watching Dr. Slump on Netflix. Yeah, and then I go do my jump rope because I enjoy doing that. And yeah, so basically, doing what makes you happy, and then you serve the world, right? Then you go working and all that. It's quite important. And then at night, I do the same thing. I come back, I decompress my mind, and then I watch my Korean show again. Yeah. So happiness actually is not as difficult to achieve as what we think, because we actually already own the happiness, because we have this brain, we have this heart, and we have all the emotion and feeling, right? So it's a matter of learning how to own it. Very important is our physiology, right? So we cannot be looking down to be happy. We have to look up, right? So you find yourself feeling unhappy, look up to the sky and just smile, right? Because you can't be not happy and not smiling, right? And also wear something bright. So I picked this red t-shirt on purpose because darker color, it somehow indirectly makes us not so cheerful. So you want to wear something red, green, and all that, looking up. And then also take a break. Because if you find yourself keep perpetuating, paddling the same unhappy thought all the time, it's like bicycle, right? You keep paddling, and then the thing is you want to break the momentum of unhappiness. Because if you keep thinking the same thing over and over again, you're going to drive yourself nuts and you're going to get even down to the unhappy valley, right? So take a break. It's okay to take a break. We could take vacation, we can take a break, take a vacation from being unhappy. So just take a break and tell yourself, okay, after like 10 p.m., whatever, I don't want to think about it anymore. That's it, take a break. And the brain works really well because when I was a software engineer, when I couldn't solve a problem, after like a week, like a week on it, I took a break. I went to work on another problem. And then every single time I came back, it always works because then I have a new perspective. So taking a break is so important. Yeah. Most people probably doesn't realize it, but our brain works very well when we take a break. So, and then also embrace that it's okay to be unhappy, because we probably grew up from family that they say, oh, you're not supposed to be unhappy because there are people starving, there are people who are worse than you. You're not supposed to be unhappy. So when you think that, oh, I'm not supposed to be unhappy, then you actually stay in that unhappiness mode even longer because you're beating yourself up, right? So it's okay to be unhappy because it's part of our emotion. Because how do we find true happiness if we don't never experience unhappiness, right? Yeah. So just be aware of that and just remember, when you're unhappy, you want to break that momentum. Don't keep going and going, because that momentum, if you don't stop in time, it could last for years and some people the whole lifetime, right? Just from that one, could be from that one incident that caused them to be unhappy. Yeah, so if you find this inspiring and useful, click on the link below and I will be happy to brainstorm with you 30 minutes, complimentary sessions. What makes you happy? All right. Well, until my next video, stay happy. Being happy is contagious because I want this to be very contagious and spread around the world. Yeah, because right now, too much negativity is going on. News is not giving us happiness. Yeah, so we have to take control. We should be our own boss.